Hi, happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and beginning of a great new week to you. I met someone this morning at my grandson's preschool graduation. And she stopped me and she said, Devorah, I miss your post on Facebook. You haven't posted in a while. And I said, you're right. I haven't been, 100% myself. And I said I'd get back to it soon. So this is in honor of her and anyone else that's been looking for me. Um, I heard a beautiful story yesterday that I wanted to share with you. There was an Orthodox young man, Jewish, in Israel. He was about 23 years old, and he had been going out on dates for quite a while because in that world they get married very young. And he was upset because he had a big scar on his cheek, and every time he went out with a girl, she didn't want to go out with him again because of the scar. So out of frustration, he went to this big rabbi one day and he said, Rabbi, I don't know what to do. I never get a second date because they see my face and they don't want to go out with me again. So the rabbi said to him, listen, the next date that you go out, that you're set up on, I want you to tell the girl immediately what happened to you. And he says, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to. And the rabbi said, just listen to me. And he did share with the rabbi what happened. About 6 years before, he was walking one night in Jerusalem, and he saw this guy running with a knife after a girl. And he ran to get involved to save the girl. She got away. However, even though he managed to get this guy down on the ground with a knife, he ended up getting a cut, a very big cut on his cheek. They stitched him up, he's fine, but he has a huge scar. So the rabbi said, just tell her right away and get it out of the way. So a few days later, he gets a phone call to go out with somebody, and he goes out. And before anything happens, before she could say anything, he says, listen, I have to tell you about my face. And she looked uncomfortable because she maybe was staring, and he was uncomfortable because he noticed that she was staring. But he said, no, listen, I have to tell you something. And he tells her, 6 years ago, I was walking one night in Jerusalem and I saw a girl, about to be attacked by somebody. And I got involved. I felt like, nothing good was going to come from this. So I decided to get involved, and she got away and I ended up with a big scar. But thank God, nothing else. I'm okay. And I just want you to, know that and get that out of the picture before we get to know each other. And she looks at him and she says, I'm that girl. You saved my life. And that scar is beautiful for me. And I want to marry you, or something to that effect. But this is a true story. And he was like in such shock that, he had to go out for so many years with so many people. And then the first person that he tells his story to, she actually, was so happy to meet him. And it was a happy ending here. The reason I'm sharing this is because, there's no accidents. Everything happens for a reason. We don't always find out right away. But, God has a master plan, and there's divine providence. And we're always at the right place at the right time, even though you think you're at the wrong place sometimes or at the wrong time. Just know that if you make a right instead of a left, that's where you're supposed to be. If you're sitting in traffic, that's where you're supposed to be. And instead of fighting it, just say, thank you, God. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at this moment in my life. And this story is a very good example of that. You are always in the right place at the right time. So accept it and expect great, expect miracles, and have an amazing, wonderful rest of the night. Bye for now.